Hello, and welcome to my tutorial on how to drive stick shift. First, we're going to introduce you to an automatic vehicle with a manual transmission mode, and then we are going to jump into an old school manual vehicle. The reason why I am showing you the automatic with manual mode in my vehicle is because this is the new way of how manual transmissions are going. So, if we can look in the center console, you could see that I have a shift knob that has a P all the way down to a D. If you can notice really closely, there is a plus and a minus sign right next to the D. That is my manual mode in this transmission. This will help me change between the gears 1 all the way up to 7, since I have 7 gears in this transmission. If you can also see right here, I have a minus sign and a plus sign. That is right behind the steering wheel column. This is going to help me, instead of putting my hand right here, which is normally for a manual transmission, I can use the paddle shifters, the minus and the plus sign, to go up and down gears. So, now that we have seen the new ways of manual transmissions, let's hop into the old way. Alright, now we are in a manual vehicle. As you can see, this one does not have the paddle shifters like the automatic vehicle we were just in. Instead, this one has a shift knob that you can change into the different directions. You see how this one goes from 1 all the way down to R? Those are the different types of gears that are in this transmission. The 1 is the first gear all the way down to 5, and then the reverse is the R. Alright, so as most people know, automatic cars have only a gas pedal and a brake pedal. This one, however, has 3 pedals. This one has a gas, a brake, and a clutch pedal. The clutch pedal is what's the biggest difference in a manual transmission vehicle. Okay, in this segment, we are going to teach you how to put your foot on the clutch pedal while you are driving stick shift. First, you're going to want to put your left foot on the clutch pedal like he has right here. Then, when you are trying to change gears, you want to put your foot all the way down to the ground, like he has right here. Now, when you are trying to drive stick shift, you're going to want to slowly peel your foot off the floor. See how slow that was? Let's do it one more time. Put your foot all the way down to the ground and slowly peel your foot off the ground. Most people want to do is they want to put their foot all the way down on the ground and then pull it straight off. That is not the correct way. Your car will stall. It will most likely jump and will startle you. So let's try one more time. Put your foot down on the ground and slowly peel your foot off the ground. Perfect. Some cool tips that I have known is that if you keep your heel placed on the mat like so, and when you slowly lift your foot up like that, it'll help you take control over the vehicle and will also help you drive smoother. Okie doke, now we are going to teach you how to go in and out of gear efficiently. As you can see, the car is in neutral. What you want to do when you're first trying to go in and out of gear is you're going to want to put your foot down on the clutch pedal like we were just practicing. Now you want to grab hold on the shift knob and move it towards yourself and up toward your radio. Don't forget, when you are trying to change gears, you're going to want to slowly lean off the clutch like we've been practicing. Now that we're in first gear, you would normally just kind of roll and start driving. Well, when you want to change gears, you're going to want to put your foot back down on the clutch, all the way down. You're going to want to grab hold of the shift knob and pull it all the way down. Now we are in second gear. This is the same way for every single gear that you are trying to change. Remember how we had the R? It's the same way. When you're trying to change into reverse, you're going to want to pull down on the clutch pedal, pop it out of the second gear like we just did, push all the way next to your passenger and pull down. Now we are in reverse. If we were rolling, we would be going backwards. Okay guys, now we're going to teach you how to start a manual transmission vehicle. First, you're going to want to put down your foot on the clutch pedal. kind of like how we've been doing with trying to change gears. You're going to want to turn the key to the ignition and try to crank the engine. Now remember how we were first talking to you about changing your gears and stuff from first to second? Well, now we're going to do that with first gear. You're going to want to put your foot on the clutch all the way down to the floor if you don't have it already. You're going to want to pull it towards you and push it up to first gear. Most people want to give it gas right away, and that's okay, but an easy, cool, quick tip is you don't have to give it gas in first gear. What you can do is you can slowly lean off the clutch pedal like we've been practicing. With that, your car will shake and your car will want to move forward. See how we're slowly moving? We haven't given gas to the car yet, and we're still kind of moving and rolling around. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give it just a little bit of gas to kind of get ourselves going. And when he is ready to switch to the second gear, he's going to quickly do it when he has his speed up. See how he did that extremely quick? Most people, when they're first learning how to drive stick shift, is they're going to want to slowly do it. And that's okay. But if you want to get a smooth, quick shift, you're going to want to go extremely quick. Alright guys, so now we just went over the basics on how to drive manual transmissions. Let's go over a few of the tips that we can give you to help your driving experience a little bit more fun and exciting. Right now we are stationed and not moving, which is perfectly okay. As you can see, we have the car in first gear. This will not harm your transmission because most people, when they have a transmission vehicle, they'd like to put it into first gear or third gear sometimes to prevent the car from rolling. I know from experience, a lot of my friends like to throw it in gears instead of pulling the parking brake, which is right here next to the passenger seat on this vehicle, because the parking brake is supposed to help you from rolling, and it's kind of like your park and your automatic transmissions. Now, a cool tip that I like to teach people is that with manual transmissions, we don't have to go from first gear to second gear to third to fourth to fifth. A cool way to do it is you can go from first gear all the way to third gear, and then you can go from third gear all the way to fifth. I know this will help with gas mileage improvements, and it also will kind of keep your car a little bit quieter than normal. Now, driving a manual transmission vehicle is a lot of fun, but since, like I told you guys before, they're kind of taking away the manual transmissions and kind of going toward what my car has in the automatic, which is the manual mode. Now, if you want to have fun and continue going old school, I highly recommend getting a manual transmission vehicle because they are fun and they do help you kind of keep your eyes on the road a little bit and pay attention to your surroundings. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below because I will answer any questions that you guys have. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon.